All right, welcome to the Cosmic Energy Forecast for the week of February 2nd through the 8th, 2021. Well, it's basically a repeat of the old this week, although the energy is less strong, or it has less strength in feeling disoriented. Yes, that's because of the old patterns that are happening here today, Cheryl. So, this week we add another planet into the mix, though, which if you are, I want to say, influenced by planets, Venus enters the picture. So we have like literally 5 planets in one tiny small space, which when they get together, they don't always get along. And when they do get along, it's like gigantic kind of energy. And when they're not getting along, it's gigantic kind of energy. So that's really what we've been experiencing the last, I want to say, 4 weeks or so since the beginning of this year. Well, a little before the beginning of this year. But it is beginning to sort of lessen in strength. They are ganging up sort of to create an entire cleanup, however. So that's why we have so many astrological events happening all in one series of cosmic astrological like they're competing, and then they're cooperating, and then they're like, but they're all in one section. So that's what's really happening up. So the cleanup is of your emotions. The cleanup is of your stuff, your personal belongings. The cleanup is of relationships, your house, your vehicles, your business, anything you do not use. Literally, this is it's a cleanup. We are coming up upon the natural New Year, which happens in February, the first week of February 4th, I believe. Anyway, so, there's that as well. So this is a big week again, but it's cleaning up the old patterns. So if you haven't been doing any of your work, it's going to be, again, chaotic, and it's going to be stressful, and it's going to be, you got to clean up your stuff, literally. And this week is like super focused on that. So beauty becomes the focus. So if your house is cluttered, it doesn't feel beautiful to you, then that's going to be like, it'll be a focus for you. If your business is a bit cluttered or not very streamlined, or it's just not beautiful to you, that's going to be your focus. So anything that does not have true beauty needs to go. If you have relationships that aren't just amazing and beautiful to you, they're probably going to be like very hard, painful. Again, clean things up, literally. So there's another lineup towards the weekend, though, that ties in with the next 2 weeks. So we're looking futuristically here. So we have this cleanup thing happening in the cosmic energies, literally bombarding you, saying, clean it up. We want beauty, beauty, beauty. And so, but then at the same time, we're looking to the future. And this brings a ton of energy that sparks this new beginning kind of energy, which will play out for the rest of 2021. So we have had this pattern for this last 4 weeks, right, of cleanup kind of energy, very toxic. Some things are. It's very hard. It has been very hard. And then next week becomes very auspicious, meaning it becomes very likable and pleasurable and very full of energy. But before we get to that amazing part of the energy, we have this clearing stuff first. So we are clearing space. Literally, we are clearing space, and that can be physical, mental, emotional, belief-wise, doing-wise. We're clearing up all that space so that we can actually create moving forward. So again, this week is cleaning up anything that doesn't support your growth. Let that be a focus. What's not supporting my growth? I need to clean it up. I need to streamline something. I need to get rid of something. I need to energetically focus over here versus over here. So there is a real desire to bring in this beauty, like this, because when we see beauty, like we just feel privileged. We feel very abundant. We feel, right? Beauty is a feeling. It brings in this cohesive kind of energy within you. Love in your relationships need to be beautiful. There's this union and beautiful connection, but there's always a but. But if these do not fit in your life, there will be disruptive energies or something new. So something new can feel disruptive. So disruptive doesn't mean that it's always bad, right? And we do need to disrupt our energy, our patterns, our old, ugly, nasty patterns. We need to disrupt them in order to create something new. So it's okay to have disruptive energy. The point is that you're conscious about it and that you take heed to how it's going to change you, and your change really wants to be focused in on your purpose, your real purpose, your mission, why you're here. That's very important for 2021, purpose and mission. And if you're having problems with that, reach out, because I have some classes coming up that are going to be fantastic for that. So breaking down those old patterns, again, it's kind of a continuation this week, but it does open you up for next week, which is space for creation, creating new patterns, creating new ideas, new concepts, new ways of being, new structures even. So I'm kind of excited. This opens up the ability for new structures. Like, I want you to focus on what structures in your life that you want to create moving forward. When we move further into February, right, like today's just the 1st, but when we move further into the end of the month, like the 17th, 18th round in there, new structures we will begin to see them. We will begin to understand them a little bit better. That quantum world that we're always talking about, the new earth kind of concepts, like those will be coming in. We will start to see them. So it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful week next week. So if you're having this internal friction again this week, like really get serious and work through those. So how do we move through, or how do we deal with those old patterns, those old frictions that we might have? Well, don't be afraid to let go of them. Like, we have a lot of fear about letting go of our old self. For one thing, when you do let go of your old self, there's a grieving process that has to happen. We have to move through the grieving process. Now, we should not have fear about grief. That's letting you know that you're opening up your space into new opportunities, new potentials, especially when we're dealing with ourself and the grieving of our old self. Like, for me, that's a very joyous time, but it's also can be very confusing time, because we're hanging on to those old patterns, the old self still, but we don't really know what the new self looks like. So that's the confusion. That's where we sort of have a fear, because we're like, oh, I don't really know what to open up to, because I don't know. You have to get clear about, you have to make decisions about who you are and what you want to become. That's the key to not having that fear, or to moving through those old patterns, grieving the old self, right? You have to make a decision about who you want to become. Whether it throws you off course, who cares? The point is, you're staying strong and stable in your energy, and you're making a decision. That's the key factor here. So don't be afraid to make decisions. Like, there's lots of us who don't like to make decisions, but it's okay. You can make them, because it opens you up to grandness. Can you feel the energy of that? Can you see the visual of that, the grandness of who you really are? I see how that's creating a lot of, I don't know what that is. I don't know how to be in that kind of energy. I don't know how to respond to that kind of energy. So gradually let yourself open to your grandness. Do a vision board this month. Like what do you want to create in February? Post them in this thread so we can see, so we can help you manifest all of that kind of thing. So if you have been clearing out the old patterns, great, keep doing it, right? Try not to get discouraged along the way, because I know how discouraging and how frustrating it can be, because we don't really have a picture of the new, yet we're trying to get rid of the old, so we get sort of stuck in between here. But if you just relax and surrender into your new self, that visual will come. That energy will be flowing through you. All right? So don't be afraid. Be in control of your emotions this next week so that they don't get in the way, and be in nature as much as possible. The reason you want to be in nature is to hold your energy. Nature is the natural way to hold your energy. So if you're moving out of that old and into the new, what I want you to do is go into nature and concentrate on the new. Move that body, right? Get rid of the old patterns, that old energy that's still trying to hang on. That's what you're doing out in nature. You're allowing nature to take that old energy so that it opens you up. It helps you to release, right, from those old cell imprints that just want to hang on there for as long as they possibly can. That's what nature does for you. So it's an up and down kind of a week. Chaos, struggle, breaking down, clearing up your energy fields. But it's also a clearing away or getting ready for the auspiciousness. Whew, can you feel that? Tingles all the way up your spine. For the auspicious energy flowing in for next week. So, again, if you're having problems, reach out. I have some new courses coming up. The best one, the most amazing one, is Seek, which leads into your numinous self. And what is numinous? It's your God self. It's your divine force. It's your divinity. And that's where we're headed for 2021 and beyond. So please follow me on Instagram and Clubhouse. This is Angela Blaha signing off from the cosmos. Enjoy your week.